jumping into Doctor Who Classics. We are back. While we wait for a new Who to come out, I still haven't seen a banner. I still haven't seen a trailer. I think I did see a fan-made like poster that was really nice of David Tennant, but that's the only thing I did see. I've been trying to dip and dive and avoid anything that deals with Doctor Who, the new ones at least, and I'm doing pretty good. I will lose my mind if anything gets in my inbox or anything pops up on my YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. Where else am I? That deals with the new Who, I will lose my mind. I'll be like, oh my God, I did so well. But as I said, once again, I am going in it blind. You guys voted, no trailers, no teaser trailers, nothing. And that's what I am doing. And I'm beyond excited for that. I think the new Who comes out later this month. I know. I forgot the date, but I did post on my community post when the new episode is going to come out on Disney Plus, which I'm extremely excited for. So there is that. But we're here in Classic Who. We're going to be wrapping up season 1 and then getting to season 2. I feel like after this story, the last reaction I did, whenever the holy hell that was, somebody said there was another story after this, I believe, but I have one, including this episode, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 more episodes of season 1. At least that's what it is grouped in here. I'm not sure if there is another story after this story, if it is going to be grouped into season 2 or it doesn't. We don't have it. I don't have it. I'm not positive, and I don't know what the names are anymore because how I have it grouped is literally just numbers. Now we're just at numbers, so I have no idea where I am of the time frame of doing this, but I'm going to enjoy it. This episode is 24 minutes long. It took me a minute to figure out where the holy hell I was that I left off at, but I found it miraculously. Now, I have a quick disclaimer. Five reactions of Doctor Who new that I recently have done has all been copyright claimed and heavily edited by YouTube. It is not my fault. I try to do my best, but I know that BBC Studios and YouTube are going to attack that genre or anything that deals with BBC Studios. YouTube knows what time it is, and BBC Studios does not care about me reacting to it, or any other reactor. I've talked to a lot of other reactors. I like to watch other reactors watch Doctor Who, and now that I'm fully caught up, I do watch other reactors. A shout out to the Gallifrey girls, I believe that's their names, and there's also some new YouTubers that or at least, I don't know if they're new, but I've never seen them before until recently. So shout out to all the content creators that are watching Doctor Who. Heidi Ho, Winslow. You guys are doing phenomenal. Amen. Praise you. You guys are amazing. I'm sure that they are going through it as well, dealing with copyright claims. So please go out there and support all the Doctor Who fans and reactors. It really does, I promise you, when we do reactions to Doctor Who, sometimes we get down in the dumps, y'all, because of all of the copyright claims, even if we do try to abide by fair use laws. Once again, every law in different countries is all different, right? And fair use is actually not a law, it's a doctrine, I guess. I might be using the word wrong. The wrong word, that's what I want to say. The wrong effing word. But it's like a fragment of a section of a law that deals with copyright infringements. But it is obviously very different in the UK, and it deals with every single country. Every single country has different copyright infringements, right? So obviously, BBC Studios is zero tolerance. Which it is, it's their shit, so whatever. But if you guys could please go out there and support those other content creators. They're really good. Love them. Now, back to this. I'm ready to jump into this. As I said, 5 Doctor Who episodes have been copyright claimed, heavily edited, so they all have full reactions. Please join that platform. Join this platform to see it, or on Patreon to see it. Oh, let me give it an intro, and you guys could do what you like. If you want to see this in a full reaction, of course you can. On the second, third tier, here on this platform that I promise you, as I said already, will copyright claim all my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So once again, the whole gist of what I was saying was please join one of those platforms today to be able to see that in full reaction. I'm sure eventually they will copyright claim this, even though I'm going to heavily edit it down as well. If you want to support the channel for free, please hit that like button, share, and don't forget to comment down below. Please share, guys. Share. It takes 2.5 seconds, whatever platform you guys are on, sharing and commenting and hitting that like button. Those three major things that are free to do mean a lot for the video and mean a lot for this channel. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Doctor Who. But not exactly what the doctor has got to give.
They knew I'd agree.
Agree to what?
To go down with them to their planet.
Good luck. Bye, Susan.
You can't stop them. We must. Come with me, Barbara.
Don't! They'll only harm her or kill her if you try it. Do you intend to try out the doctor's theory that they can't see in the dark?
Why not? It's all we have.
She will not be harmed. Why do you follow us now?
She must not go with you.
We have no wish to harm you in any way.
I said talk, not fight.
Ian, please let me go with them. Because I can use telepathy, they trust me. It's suspicion that's making them enemies. You don't understand the Sensorites. They only want to talk to me.
I'm sorry, Susan, but I don't believe you have the ability to represent us, that's all. Down them with the hand raised. Now, touch them.
Oh, they can't see.
For the light, I'm afraid. You could have been left here in the darkness. We have power over you, but we don't intend to use it, only in our defense. We must ask for new orders. What's that? Speak up. I must refer this matter to the sense spiller. If you try anything, put the light out again. All right, I will. Dictated to by petty thieves and my own grandchild.
No, I've never seen the doctor so angry.
Oh, yes. Oh, Susan set him off, didn't she?
Oh, I know you thought you were doing your best, child, in a certain senses, but I think I'm a better judge of that.
So I'm to be treated like a silly little child.
If you behave like one, yes. You will not make decisions on your own accord. Now, do you understand? Is that quite clear? And read the misery in her mind. Yes, and it's a good thing you can't read the anger in mine. We have orders from the First Elder.
Is he your ruler?
Yes. He says we are to listen to you. Tell him we're not pirates or plunderers. There's only one treasure we desire from him. What is that? Freedom.
I can hear them.
I know.
In here. The voices. The Sensorites. They want me to forget.
Oh.
All the voices.
You look much better, John. Much better. We'll soon have you as good as new.
No.
Silence.
Go ahead, John.
Can you imagine what it's like being in love with someone? To look at them, to see them and know they've been destroyed. And you can do something for John? Really?
Yes. In time. We cannot trust you without some safeguard.
But you're asking us to trust you. There's no air outside the ship.
The craft will be made available to you. These are discs you wear around your neck. You press them to your forehead and you speak or hear through your mind.
Yes. Gently, Grandfather. Don't antagonize them.
I merely want to know why you attacked Maitland and the others. Then the 5 men quarreled. 2 of the humans took off in a ship. It exploded a mile in the atmosphere. Ever since that day of the explosion in the sky, our people have been dying in greater numbers every year. And the First Elder says he senses great knowledge in you. Ha! I thought so. Well, my dear, reluctant as I am to leave you, I'm afraid we have no alternative.
I shall be all right. I know how you feel. But your grandfather loves you.
I will stay on the ship. You must proceed to the sense sphere. The First Elder awaits you.
These are some ugly creatures.
Why should we welcome to our planet the same creatures who have been the means of our destruction? I have decided to invite these humans here because I hope to use them to end the deaths of our own people. These creatures, these Earth people, are loud and ugly things. Why could we not have met them in the desert or in the mountains? What we must create between us is trust. We do not invite them into our palaces. Perhaps these Earth creatures are animals too. Do not underestimate them. Looks like an ordinary lock, but in point of fact is an electronic miracle. And this new arrival known as the Doctor. His mind was quick to realize our weakness in the dark and use it against us. You were elected to lead our people because of your great brain. I would not dare to question your action. You are his second opinion, yet he makes his decisions without you. He makes the wise decision. His mind is pure. We are realists. That is why I have beamed the disintegrator to this room. I am only guarding the First Elder. One suspicious act, and the disintegrator will destroy them. Glad to have left those silent people. Earth people are not popular. You are forbidden to talk to the lower caste.
Lower caste?
The elders think and rule. The warriors fight. The Sensorites work and play. There is no disgrace in being in any of the castes. It is simply what one is best fitted for.
It's all right, John. I'm here.
The evil mind.
He knows something. He can tell the difference between good and evil people.
You might know what the other guy is gonna do. Thing, whatever that is. Sensorite.
Ready to receive power? Here is the firing key. Horizontal lines 4, 7, and 9.
7, 9.
What part of the body do you want the beam to strike? In each case, to the heart, the center of the chest in each case. And that will prove fatal? Yes. They are just entering the corridor to the reception room now. And you can tell exactly when they move into their places in the reception room with absolute accuracy.
Say that my orders are that he must be treated.
He is a good man. Not like...
Not like who, John? Do not condemn before you know the facts.
Facts? What facts are?
Grandfather, please don't.
Disconnect the disintegrator.
Why?
Because they are reasonable, they are civilized.
Cannot show to these earth creatures.
And I order that the machine be dismantled. You question authority. Take care lest my doubts not become reality.
That's a turnaround.
If foreigner... He became so excited when he found that our planet contained a valuable ore. He thought of a fleet of spaceships to come here and mine the metal and transport it back to his own planet. We had no alternative but to imprison him and his friends in orbit round the sense sphere. We caused the others to sleep, but he heard the full power of our voices in his brain. You will bring then the crystal water and take the other away. I discovered a pure spring, very unusual in this planet. We are very proud of our aqueduct. It lies beneath the city.
Drink up.
As long as you taste of the crystal water, it is very fine.
I will follow you, the city administrator. Command me. I do not trust these earth creatures. Deceived. I am glad of your loyalty. The time for action will not be far away.
Would you mind telling us something about the beg your pardon? The disease?
The disease is invisible and resists all our attempts to stamp it out.
Yes, it might be a clue. If my friends and I succeed, where your scientists fail, will you return the lock of my ship? Yes, she's a fine young woman.
God.
Do you trust her? Right.
Your friend is dying.
Oh, thank you, hairy alien man.
This disease, as you call it, is it contagious?
No.
He drank a different kind of water. It's the water.
The what?
Then what?
Son. It's all right, Chesterton. Rest quietly. Oh, go to your scientist now. I want some sodium chloride, and I want it quickly.
What can I do to be of assistance?
Well, we must make sure that no one drinks anything but the crystal water.
No one has lived longer than the third day.
As long as that, then we have time. I promise you, sir, I will not only cure my young friend, but all your people.
Very weak, Doctor.
Yes, now, I want you to drink all of this. It isn't going to be pleasant, but it's all for your own good. Will they let me into my ship?
Would he leave his friends at our mercy? But who knows what power he has in the ship? Do you mistrust them as much as all that?
I do not trust them as much as you.
Why is this creature here?
We are clearing his mind.
On whose orders?
Once again, you question the voice of authority.
Sir, yet I will do everything within my power to protect and defend that city.
We fulfill a promise.
At any moment you will put them in their ship and let them go. This is madness. These absurd names they all have. None of them wear any signs of authority or badges of position.
Their commander, the doctor, believes our water supply is to blame.
What a brilliant scheme. There is nothing wrong with our water supply. Nothing at all. This is a trick to get us at their mercy.
I must warn the first elder.
No.
Your mind is closed by the machine. Your voice is not believed.
I must warn them of your evil. I must.
Oh, I am sorry. I thought you were one of the scientists.
You can see my colour of office.
But when your backs are turned, it's very difficult to see.
I have never thought of that.
Uh-oh.
His death will be your fault and yours alone.
Very well, sir.
Their minds aren't open to me.
Do you really mean you can hear their minds talking, Susan?
I cannot allow you to go to your ship.
You fool!
Grandfather, please. They think you're attacking them. We didn't mean to use sound as a weapon. We didn't even know sound hurt you.
I know we have no alternative but such outrageous behavior.
What's happened to me?
How are you feeling?
I feel very giddy.
Giddy?
Yes, let him have all the crystal water he wants. If his breathing gets feeble.
Second Elder has given the firing key to the Chief of Warriors. I saw him.
I have placed our laboratory at the disposal of the man called the Doctor. See to it.
Bring the Second Elder to me. No. The girl Carol gave me an idea. We must match cunning with cunning.
I believe your people have been dying because there is atropine poison in the aqueduct water. Isolate the poison and then prescribe the remedy.
We give you our assistance.
Good. Strange thing here is that not all your people died.
3 in every 10. There are 10 districts in the city, but only one source.
Well, gentlemen, there's a poison at work here. I know the sign. You sample that bottle and mark it and then start keeping records. I want samples from all the outlying districts. It's imperative.
Poison!
Atropine poison. That's why your people have been dying off.
And can the Doctor discover a cure?
He says so.
Caffeine citrate is the antidote. Remarkable, man. The Doctor has had some success. A remedy will be available soon.
Why are we meeting here?
Hold him!
You will be punished for this offense.
And the antidote is to be given to the young man Ian.
Yes?
And then to our people who are also ill. The young man pretends to be ill. And then he will kill us all with the poison he has made.
That's not true. Our scientists have worked with him.
This so-called antidote must be stopped. The people will obey their elders. The Second Elder will suppress it.
I will not!
I wear your sash of office.
But he still seems to go back sometimes to that old state of confusion.
Yes, you must expect that. Will you please see that goes to the first elder's room? Give it to my granddaughter, Susan.
There's no quick antidote for him.
Oh, courage, my dear, courage.
Yes, but you've discovered an antidote now.
Oh, yes, that's a cure, all right, but then why cure something when we can stamp it out,
Enemies. Yes. Making plots.
I think he's getting better, and I'm sure you're going to have a great future between you later on.
Now, you must remember that the first and second elders are well known only to those in powerful positions.
Where are you going?
The man from the spaceship, the Doctor, has found a cure.
You take it to the young Earth creature who is ill.
Yes.
Give it to me.
If this Doctor has found a cure, they are trying to poison us all. I say he will live because he is pretending. Doctor must have run into a snag, Susan.
Go with the servant. And give my respects to the senior scientist.
All our attempts to light it end in failure for one reason or another. We avoid this place. We have no reason to go down to the aqueduct anyway.
I don't want to return. I've come here just for a look. I'm going in there.
No, you must not. There are monsters in there.
Monsters?
We've heard them.
You've not seen them?
No, but they are there. The noise is terrifying.
Monster pipes.
Noise and darkness. The two things the Sensorites dislike. There's more in this than meets the eye.
I cannot understand why the Second Elder did not bring the antidote here.
I feel as though someone had given me a good going over with a hammer.
I asked for regular reports. Where have you been?
Forgive me, sir. The Doctor asked me to take him to the aqueduct.
It's inhabited by monsters.
What? Why did you let him go down there?
We are helpless.
Take some light with you then.
Other expeditions have tried and failed.
I'll have to go myself.
No, you won't.
Oh, we can't stay here, Susan.
You're too ill, Ian.
You cannot save your friend.
We'll never know till we try, will we?
The Second Elder and I have misjudged them. And I will tell him so.
Someone's mind is in communication with yours. Whose is it? The First Elder? What is he saying to you?
I refuse to tell you.
Think of your family group.
He's saying that the one called the Doctor has gone down into the viaduct.
The one known as the Doctor is near death. The other two approach death.
If you don't want to go any further, just say.
No, I'm fine. Come on.
I thought so.
Atrapa belladonna.
Maybe that's not monster pipes. Every time I do that, there's a new move I learn while I do it, and it's a lot of fun. Join me! So what was on this episode? So these two episodes are, this story is very similar to the other, what was it? I don't remember what it was called. Do I have the, I don't feel like looking it up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like looking it up. But the last story before this story, where we were in what was it, like the Aztecs or some type of like, something or another, where Barbara was like the head. They thought she was like a god or something like that, or a goddess, I should say. But it's very similar to this, right? We're going into another area or a planet or time where they don't trust that the doctor and friends, and the doctor and friends have arguments with them. It's actually very similar to all of the stories. And I think by this time, dealing with the Sensorites, I'm like, kind of like, okay, here's another story that's very similar to all the other stories. I don't know. I don't mind it, right? And I understand, you know what, I'm going to appreciate it for what it is, honestly. It isn't, I agree with other people where they said it wasn't the strongest storyline, but I find the Sensorites more interesting and this story more interesting because when I watch them, I think of the Ood. And you guys already let me know, like, they're very similar, the Ood and the Sensorites. And also when I say Sensorites, it reminds me of Sensodyne or Sensodyne, whatever that toothpaste is, which is like the best toothpaste ever, but it's super expensive. But like, I don't know, it's just so, this story is so similar to the other stories, so I'm just like ready for like another story. I want another story that is just different. I'm basic, but I'm enjoying it. There's no way I'm going to bash it. Now, is it extremely entertaining at this moment? Not really, but I enjoy it for what it is, and I love going into the lore, if that makes any sense. So I would watch this easily because now that I'm so caught up with Doctor Who, seeing where it began is extremely fun for me, and going throughout every episode. That's why I'm gonna do every single episode, although it's gonna take me an eternity. I wanna do every single episode just to like dive in to these stories that were made up at a time where I don't even know how they thought of these stories, right? But it's just extremely interesting. And I don't know if we already mentioned this before, but I don't know if we have the Sensodynes, whatever the hell they're called. Sensorites. The Sensorites. It's right here. In bold letters. Capital too. But the Sensorites, I don't remember them being in New Who. I'm pretty sure they were. I'm pretty sure you guys mentioned it, besides the Ood being similar to them. But still, it's pretty cool. So the gist of this is, I thought it was going to be Rusted Pipes down below where the doctor is, but it seems like that doesn't sound like Rusted Pipes to me, even though it is a monster. And that would be actually kind of interesting to now get like a monster involved in this, but I'll be like, well, why are you guys now you guys deserve to be poisoned, and you're lucky there's only 2 out of the 10 or 3 out of the 10, because if you're drinking water where monsters are and you know the monsters are there, then you're kind of gross. I would cut off District 8's water and take from the other waters that there are, which there's 10, so you can't figure out just a work your way around that. There's 9 other ones. But regardless, it's a story, guys. It's a story. I would rate this story, this 2 parts together. It had high points for me, but overall, I'm exhausted per usual. So I would rate this an 8. Right? That's not that bad. I would rate this an 8. I enjoyed it. I love, as I said, the lore, and I find the Sensorites to be extremely ugly, and their voices very familiar. So shout out to the Sensorites. Guys, can you please do me a favor and comment down below what you thought about these 2 stories that I placed back to back. Now I'm gonna say what I had to say in my intro because I have an animation, y'all, and it needs to go somewhere. So if you want to support the channel for free, please hit that like button, share, don't forget to comment down below, and if you want to see this in a full reaction, once again, please join one of the platforms, Patreon or YouTube today. Now I will promise you, I will see you guys very soon next time with more Classic Who Doctor Who.